Right, good. Well, it's afternoon actually. Good afternoon. It's September the 11th. It's 9/11, and obviously, you know, there's a lot in the news about what happened 10 years ago in New York when the planes flew into the Twin Towers. I think it's also worth remembering though, and this isn't sort of anti-American rhetoric, because remember all the other people who died as a consequence of that, and all the other places in Afghanistan and Iraq and London in 7/7. I'm getting quite serious now, aren't I? Which is unusual for me. I try and keep this light-hearted. Friday, was it Friday? I think it was Friday or Thursday. I had a shave with the Merkur Future. This is, you know, this is something we need to watch out for. If you've got a Merkur Future, didn't have the head on properly. The head clicks on and it was just slightly up on one side. Now I can't even replicate what happened here, but I started shaving and it was making a really strange noise, but it didn't pay any heed to it. It ended up cutting my chin, actually cutting a little bit of my ear when I was trying to shave some ear hair off. So big one today. The thing we're going to do today is we're going to use this, which is the Merkur Slant. I'm going to show you this in a second. We're going to talk about something else first. The other thing we were going to do, which we're not going to do now, because I wanted to get a couple of days growth for the slant, was look at these two old-fashioned razors. These are both Valets or Valets, depending on how you pronounce your French. That's one, and that's the other. Now these two, they look very similar on the Facebook, but they're actually quite different. One's got a very exposed blade, and the other one is a bit more guarded. I'm going to use these at some point. I'm going to try them, see what they're like. I feel like they've got a face, don't they? The two eyes and the mouth. They're great little things to look at, mechanically speaking. They flick up. The blade's actually got the word Valet written into it. And what's known as auto strap blades, I think. Might be wrong on that. And the idea is that you actually, if you can see that in that little gap there, you're supposed to feed through a piece of leather strip, so it actually straps the blade when it's sitting inside the razor. They're lovely, lovely little things. The detail on them is fantastic. The little wheels, you can see that. Probably not in focus, is it? The little wheel mechanism at the side. And the sort of really well made chrome. Not sure, I think these are from about 1910, maybe a bit later, and they came in a little Bakelite box, like so, with a set of blades as well. I got about 10 blades with it. Again, about £4 on eBay. Fantastic little thing. I'm gonna have a go with it. They seem to be usable, so they're the blades. It's the blades there, come in a little silver container. And you see it's got the word Valet on them. Fantastic. Fantastic. Bloody brilliant. Okay, so that's the first thing I want to show before we get onto the Merkur Slant. I'm talking about this because I'm not sure about this slant, whether it's going to, you know, chop big holes in my face. The next thing I got, again, this is on eBay. Got this remarkably cheap as well. I got this for about £4. You see them going for a lot more than that. Can you guess what it is yet? You probably can. It's a razor, isn't it? But it's got a little brass box which has been chrome plated. You see the chrome that's wearing out on it. You open it up and what's inside? Lovely blue velvet and a little razor. I think it's a Gillette razor. I'm not sure. So it's a little travel razor which comes in comes in 4 pieces. So you've got your head in 2 pieces. You'll see that. Again, it's chrome plated, but it's brass. It's worn out of brass. And then you've got your little handle, which comes in 2 pieces, and that joins together like so. And then the head. I'll try and do this so you can see what's happening. The head screws into the handle like so. Tighten it up. Put a blade in. It's got a comb on it. Apart from the fact it's a bit worn on the top, and the handle, it's actually in really good condition. It's obviously been used because it is worn. Gonna try it sometime. Maybe even take it away with me. and actually bring it back to its previous purpose. So I'm putting this away, and the final bit of paraphernalia, someone needs to keep me off eBay and Amazon, don't they? Is this. You probably see me beard's quite well trimmed at the moment. I haven't been to a barber's. Bought one of these, which is a little Panasonic beard trimmer. I think I've had it on too high a setting though, because it did decimate my beard. But again, about 20 quid. Recommend it. There you go. It adjusts up and down. 0. I think it goes all the way up to 12. And you recharge it using the battery. So yeah, if you've got a goatee like me and you want to keep it trimmed, it's the way to do it. Okay folks, there should be a drum roll here now, shouldn't there really, or a fanfare or something like that. Let's get this nice and sweet. So here we go. This is the Merkur Slant. Got quite a small head, and it's got this slant design on it. The blade's held at an angle. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Now let's see. So what we're going to use, it's apparently a very aggressive shave. Fool that I am. I'm going to use a feather blade then. So we're using a feather. You'll see that, which is quite a sharp blade. We're dropping it onto the head, and then we're going to bring 2 bits together, tighten it up. Now, before we start this, I'm going to make sure I've got plenty of shaving soap on. You can see the blades in situ now. So the blade's actually in line with the top of the head, which is wonky, and I don't know, it just doesn't look right, does it? Okay, so let's lather up. It's supposed to actually have like a slicing action. I can't believe I'm 7 minutes into the video and I haven't started shaving. I have to hurry up. Okay, so here we go. If we had a bit of music on top of this, it should be first cut is the deepest, really, shouldn't it? Okay. First reaction is the razor. The razor's body's quite heavy. It's got a really good grip on it. It's got like a tool groove on it. It doesn't feel too bad actually. Maybe I'm over exaggerating. Well, no, there's no maybe about it. I am over exaggerating. I'm very, very gently sort of patting it across the beard. Not putting any effort in at all. Let's go down a bit. Okay, there we go. It's a very aggressive razor, you can feel it, with no pressure at all, and you can feel it slicing into, hopefully it's just slicing into the beard and nothing else, so you've really got to be very, very gentle how you hold it, on the motion that you use. It's very efficient though, it's going to be interesting to see what the first shave's like on this, the first pass. Let me just take it off. Now then, give it a good clean. Let's have a look. It's quite a good pass, the first one. Okay, so we'll lather for the second. Remember, this time we're going across the growth. First one was with the growth, second one's across the growth. Let's get speeded up a little bit, but not too fast. I'm really frightened of making a mistake here, like, just changing direction, because I know you can just tell that you cut yourself. Okay. You've got to keep everything moist as well, so it doesn't catch. Keep the head wet. Okay. Now, there's bits of my face there which they actually feel like I've done 3 passes on. The bits there that don't. But I'm going to catch them now with the last pass. Okay, so the last lather up. It's not caught either, so this is quite good. So we're going to go down the jawline, either side of the jawline, and then across the top of the jawline. Okay. I keep coughing. So what else has been happening now? Don't know what I said the other day, but me car failed. We have a test in Britain called the MOT, and my car failed its MOT. And I had to send it to a scrapyard. It's gone. It's dead. It's dead. So I'm looking for a new car, and I'll be going out later to look at a different car because I need a car for work. I've been cycling around everywhere. Really healthy and toned up. So not only have I lost weight, but I'm also feeling much healthier. I'm sure I don't want to cut my face here. Oh dear, there we go. Wow. So let's stop for a second and just check. Cheek is absolutely 100% clear. Got to ask people as well, because when I'm talking to people about getting shaved and shaving properly, I always ask people this question: the problem area is it there, and is it the chin? And everyone seems to say yeah. And I think that's where the 3 passes works better, because you do get this area nice and clear. Oh no. Oh dear. Okay. So we just hear that it's just picking up the last few bits. Don't want to shave my cheeks anymore because I think we're sort of pretty close to having finished. Because you can't adjust this, you just got to go with what it's delivering. It's opening up a few little wounds there, but right, I'm going to clean it off now and then wash my face. Okay. Let's wash the old face off, so I'll get some water, wash the soap off, and then a little bit of cologne. I'm still using the old lemon Colognese from Turkey, the cheap stuff, but working very well. That's a really good shave. Now you can tell it's a good shave because it's very, very smooth and it's not stinging at all. There's absolutely no sting off that. Let's put a bit more on. It means the razor's chopped the hairs, but it doesn't chop the skin. You see there's no rash there. That's fantastic. Fantastic, right. Need a towel. Let's just sort this out. Just talk amongst yourselves for a second. Pat that down. A little bit of cream, a bit of luxury Arco classic cream on the face. Under the chin, a little bit on the head. You just slap it like me. Let's just get all that rubbed in. And then finally, a little bit of aftershave. Spray the aftershave into your hands so you can control it. Rub it on. Smell lovely now. Smell lovely with a bit of Calvin Klein. There you go. So what's the opinion on this razor? Very impressed. I'm absolutely well impressed with this, and I may use it a couple of times this week, just on a normal quick shave before I go to work and see whether this is good. I've taken my time over this, and I'm going to try and finish now because I'm getting here 15 minutes, probably too long. Do some shaves in the week with this, keep you informed. Carry on asking questions, carry on really, just carry on doing the 3 passes and use all the bits and bobs. Still getting loads of feedback, loads of brilliant feedback from people saying that the skin's improving and they're enjoying themselves. People like Brandon in Bristol and Tennessee, in particular, a couple of other people saying that they're well impressed with it. So probably maximum points really for the Merkur Slant, except obviously it's not for the novice. Stick to your classic for a bit, and then get yourself a Fat Boy or a Future, and then move on to the Merkur Slant. Okay, so it's goodbye from me, Steve Farragut, on Sunday the 11th of September 2011. Okay, ta-ra.